Hey gang, welcome back to J Daddy's Workshop. If you've been following along, you know that I'm doing renovations to my main garage, the one I always build cars and stuff in, and where I do most of my woodworking or any other projects that I work on. I'm putting up this paneling on the walls back here, and I noticed that when I was putting them up, the first one I think was a little out of square, and then the second panel ended up being a little more out of square. Now that comes into play as I move across my 2x4s, because I know the 2x4s are square. So what's going to happen is, as this one in particular gets a little bit longer and longer, it's going to keep pushing a little bit of an angle, and when I get to the very end, it'll be all over the place. So I'd rather not do that. But this leads me to trying out a tool. And I've been wanting to try this, and I needed an excuse to try this tool. And this is the 24 volt lithium ion Kobalt multi-tool. I thought, well, you know, maybe what I can do is take this tool and just trim the edge off of that last panel and square it up as best I can. I'm not worried about them being perfectly, smooth to each other. I just want to make sure I can get the panels up. So I'm going to open up this box and maybe I can make this work. So based on the description, this does not come with a battery, which I do have a battery from my leaf blower and one of the weed eaters that I had bought. It does come with a variety of tool accessories, as seen here down in the corner, and it looks like a carrying bag. So I have not used one of these before, and I'm kind of excited to try it out. So if we open this up, so there is a tool bag, and it looks like some instructions. That's handy. That's probably the accessories or blades and the tool itself. Can't be that complicated. So here in the instructions, it's showing us the multi-tool and then the different blades, and apparently it gives you some definition of what these blades do. So G is our first one in the series, rigid scraper blade. H is a plunge cut blade, wood and metal. I is flush circular blade. J, carbide grout removal blade. K is a base blade, and L is a sanding paper block. And then up here it tells you there's a locking rod, item A, that's internal of the head unit, let's say. B is the drive shaft, again internal. C, oh, it has a work light, that's cool. D is clamping lever, E is on-off switch, and F is a variable speed dial. So this might come in very handy. So opening up that box, that's it for the box. So that would be the sanding block, sandpaper, and then these various cutting tools. Now I hope, I don't see a letter, I was hoping there would be a letter specific to each one of these, but this has carbide material on it, I believe. This one just has cutting teeth. This one is the scraper blade. There's no edge, there's no teeth on it, just an edge. This one has multiple, just go ahead and take that out of the package, multiple cutting edges on either side. Looks like there's actually 3 of those. Okay, that's cool. So I don't know which one I want to try. I may try to use this straight blade to cut into the plywood, or maybe I'll use this thing. We'll figure it out. Now in looking at this, I'm going to assume you rotate this. Yeah, okay, you rotate this lever, and then you can slip this on as you want it. It looks like you can put it in multiple directions. So if I wanted it sideways, I could just turn it sideways, get it to line up, lock it back down. Cool. And then it says it has a variable speed. There it is down there at the bottom. So variable speed lever, or dial. Let me get a battery and try this out. Once again, I have not used this before, but 24 volt, seems pretty simple. Lock that on, try the power switch. Woo! That thing moves. Let me turn that dial down. So there's one. Okay, what I have here is a sample of the paneling or plywood. It's only 5 millimeters thick, and I just kind of want to see what it does to it. I've not tried one of these. Interesting. I'm going to turn that up a little bit, maybe to a 3, and just see what happens. Interesting. Interesting. I have never used one of these. Let me try this other blade. This looks a little more sketchy, doesn't it? Just want to see if it works. Okay, that answers my questions. I think I'm going to use that to cut that wood. So this is what I was referring to. This is the panel I was talking about. Here's my center on the 2x4, and I drew this line on the panel. Now, the problem is that first panel I cut, I may not have gotten it totally square, and it just kind of started the problem. So I'm thinking I need to cut on that line. And don't mind this because there's actually no stud behind that, but you can see as I go on up, maybe you can see that there it's pretty much where it needs to be on that stud. So I'm going to make some cuts, see if this works. Let's have a try. I think I want to turn that a little bit. This is doing pretty much exactly what I wanted. That's going to work. I'm going to finish trimming off that edge and then get the other panels up. So I've marked out my outlets on the panel, and I'm going to cut them out with this. Well, I'm happy with this. You know, I've been wanting to try this out for a while. I bought this several months ago. I think they were on sale. I don't remember the price, but that did a nice job. And there are a ton of uses for these things. So hopefully I can find more uses for it soon. I may even try to do some other cutouts for my electrical switches or something. I haven't decided yet. Normally what I do on that case is I trace out where those are on the panel, measure off and trace them, and then this would be very simple to just plunge through and cut out those holes. So hope you found some benefit from this video. If you would, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think about this video, and until next time, take care of yourselves. See ya.